Ever fallen for someone who texts you constantly, says they'd die without you, or wants to spend every waking moment together? It might feel flattering at first, but what if those romantic gestures are actually giant, flashing red flags in disguise? 19 Romanticize behaviors that are actually major red flags and why we need to stop falling for them in pop culture. Love is often portrayed as all-consuming, intense, and a little chaotic. Think grand gestures, heated arguments, jealousy-fueled confessions, all passed off as passion. But when fantasy meets real life, some of the behaviors we're told are romantic are actually signs of something much darker. A Reddit thread recently posed the question, what's a red flag that people still weirdly romanticize? The answers were brutally honest, often hilarious, and painfully relatable. Here's a deeper dive into 19 behaviors we should all stop mistaking for romance, because love should feel safe, not suffocating. 1. Obsession isn't love, it's control in disguise. Having someone who is completely obsessed with you might sound dreamy in a rom-com, but in real life, it often leads to jealousy, isolation, and a lack of personal boundaries, space to breathe. 2. You're not their therapist. The idea of fixing someone is deeply ingrained in romance narratives. But relationships aren't rehab. Emotional support is good, but being someone's sole lifeline? That's a red flag. 3. Constant fighting isn't passion. Some couples normalize constant arguing, thinking it shows they care. In truth, frequent conflict usually signals deep incompatibility, not chemistry. 4. The asshole to everyone but you trope. Dangerous. That bad boy charm might seem exclusive when he's sweet only to you until you realize he's just plain rude. If someone's cruel to others, the switch might flip on you next. 5. Hustle culture isn't sexy glorification of burnout and working 24/7 as proof of ambition. That's not love, that's exploitation. Often rooted in seeking validation, not building a life together. 6. Performative PDA isn't real intimacy. Constantly posting about your partner may feel romantic, but real intimacy doesn't need an audience. Oversharing online often masks underlying insecurity or the need to convince others or yourself that things are okay. 7. Jealousy equals lack of trust. Many people equate jealousy with passion, but it's usually a sign of control issues. Trust should be the foundation of any relationship. Without it, there's no stability. 8. Codependency isn't commitment. Buying inseparable might seem like a fairy tale, but healthy relationships thrive when both partners have independent lives, interests, and identities. 9. Game playing is manipulative, not cute. The idea that being hard to get will increase someone's interest is outdated and emotionally exhausting. Clear communication beats mixed signals every time. 10. Avoiding conflict isn't noble. Being afraid to rock the boat by expressing your needs can lead to resentment. Confrontation, when done respectfully, is essential for growth and clarity. 11. Rushing commitment is pressure, not romance. Pushing for an engagement or rushing milestones can indicate insecurity or control. Love unfolds in its own time. No need to force it. 12. Losing yourself for love is never the goal. Becoming consumed by your partner's life, abandoning your friends, goals, and self isn't devotion. It's a fast track to resentment and imbalance. 13. Controlling behavior isn't passionate, it's toxic. Wanting to know where you are 24/7, deciding who you can hang out with, or being overly possessive is not love. It's a red flag, one that often escalates. 14. Love bombing is manipulation dressed as romance. Howering you with gifts, attention, and compliments only to later withdraw or manipulate is classic narcissistic behavior. It's not flattery, it's a trap. 15. Harley Quinn and Joker is not couple goals. Some idolize this toxic duo without understanding their relationship is built on manipulation, abuse, and trauma. Fantasy is fun, but let's not romanticize dysfunction. 16. Sacrificing your career or dreams. Think twice. Movies make quitting your job to follow someone seem epic, but in reality, it can lead to regret and resentment. Love should support your growth, not stunt it. 17. Affairs are not romanticating is often framed as passionate in media, but in real life, it involves betrayal, pain, and broken trust. The thrill isn't worth the damage. 18. Not taking no for an answer isn't Carmen Grelant's pursuit might seem sweet in fiction, but ignoring someone's boundaries is disrespectful. Consent and space are non-negotiable. 19. Leaving someone for you? You might be next if someone cheats on their partner. To be with you, that's not a win, that's a warning. If they did it once, they could do it again. Bottom line, romance isn't about obsession, sacrifice, or theatrics, it's about respect, stability, and mutual growth. As tempting as the dramatic love stories can be, real love is rarely about grand gestures, and more about the small, everyday ways we make each other feel safe, seen, and supported. So the next time someone says, "Isn't that romantic?" pause and ask yourself, or is it a red flag wrapped in a ribbon?